Remember when calls were expensive in India? Like, really expensive? Back in the day, making a simple phone call could burn a hole in your pocket. People had to think twice before dialing a number, and long conversations were a luxury only a few could afford. And data, forget about it. The internet was a distant dream for many. Slow connections and exorbitant prices made it almost impossible to stay connected. Browsing the web was a test of patience, and streaming videos was out of the question. You'd be lucky to send a blurry picture without selling a kidney. Sending a simple image could take ages, and the frustration was palpable. People often joked that it was easier to send a letter than to upload a photo. That was life before Geo. The telecom landscape was bleak, and innovation seemed like a far-off dream. But then, everything changed. Back then, a few big companies ruled the roost. These telecom giants had a monopoly, and they dictated the terms. Consumers had no choice but to comply with their high prices and subpar services. They charged high prices, and people had little choice. The lack of competition meant that there was no incentive for these companies to improve their services or lower their rates. Customers were stuck in a cycle of frustration and high bills. Internet speeds were slow, data was limited, and everyone dreamed of a better, cheaper way to connect. The demand for affordable and reliable internet was growing, but the supply was nowhere to be found. People longed for a revolution in the telecom industry. Then, in 2016, everything changed. A seismic shift occurred in the Indian telecom industry, and it was the beginning of a new era. A new player entered the game, ready to shake things up. Their name? Reliance Jio. With their entry, the entire landscape of Indian telecom was about to be transformed. They promised affordable rates, faster internet, and better connectivity. And they delivered on those promises, changing the way India communicated forever. Reliance, a massive Indian conglomerate, decided to dive headfirst into the telecom world. They saw an opportunity. Millions of Indians were hungry for affordable internet. Jio wasn't messing around. They invested billions, building a brand new 4G network across the entire country. This wasn't just an upgrade, it was a revolution. Jio's strategy was simple: offer ridiculously low prices and blow the competition out of the water. And boy, did it work. Jio launched with a bang. Free voice calls, dirt cheap data plans. It was like a dream come true for Indian consumers. Suddenly, everyone could afford to make calls, surf the web, and watch videos without worrying about their wallets. The impact was immediate. People flocked to Jio like bees to honey. The established players were caught off guard. They never expected such a bold move, and they certainly weren't prepared for the consequences. Jio's network expanded at an unbelievable pace. Towers popped up everywhere, from bustling cities to remote villages. They were on a mission to connect every corner of India, and they were doing a damn good job of it. Within months, Jio had amassed millions of subscribers. The telecom landscape was changing right before our eyes. The old guard was scrambling to keep up, but it was too late. The Jio juggernaut was unstoppable. Section 5. The competition crumbles. A telecom earthquake. The impact on Jio's competitors was swift and brutal. Faced with Jio's unbeatable prices, they had no choice but to slash their own rates. Profits plummeted. Companies merged or shut down altogether. The telecom industry was in a state of chaos. But amidst the turmoil, one thing was clear. Jio had completely transformed the Indian telecom market. Section 6. Consumers rejoice. Data becomes a basic right. For the first time, ordinary Indians had access to affordable, high-speed internet. This was a game changer. Students could access online resources. Entrepreneurs could start businesses. Families could connect with loved ones far away. Data was no longer a luxury. It was becoming a basic right, and Jio was leading the charge. Section 7. Digital India gets a rocket boost. The landscape of India's digital ecosystem was on the brink of a revolution. Jio's arrival coincided with the Indian government's ambitious Digital India initiative, which aimed to bridge the digital divide and create a more digitally empowered society. This initiative was not just about connectivity, it was about transforming the very fabric of Indian society. Jio's affordable data plans and widespread network played a crucial role in realizing this vision. By offering data at unprecedentedly low prices, Jio made internet access a reality for millions who had never been online before. Suddenly, millions of Indians were coming online, accessing government services, making digital payments, and participating in the digital economy. The impact was profound. From farmers checking crop prices online to students accessing educational resources, the digital revolution was touching every aspect of life. In rural areas, farmers began using smartphones to get real-time updates on weather and market prices, significantly improving their livelihoods. Students in remote villages could now access quality educational content, bridging the educational gap between urban and rural areas. Jio had become the unexpected hero of Digital India. Its influence extended beyond just connectivity. It was about empowerment, inclusion, and creating opportunities for all. The digital landscape of India was forever changed, and Jio was at the heart of this transformation. Section 8. The Jio Empire today, King of the Hill. Today, Jio is the undisputed king of Indian telecom. They boast the largest subscriber base, the widest network coverage, and some of the cheapest data plans in the world. But they're not resting on their laurels. Jio is constantly innovating, expanding into new areas like fiber broadband, mobile payments, and even streaming services. They're building a digital empire, brick by digital brick. Section 9. Challenges on the horizon. What's next for Jio? Despite their dominance, Jio faces challenges. Competition is heating up again, with rivals offering their own low-cost plans. Maintaining profitability with such thin margins is a constant battle. And then, there's the issue of network quality, which sometimes struggles to keep up with the massive demand. Jio needs to address these challenges if they want to maintain their lead in the long run. Section 10. The future is bright and full of data. One thing is for sure. Jio has irrevocably changed the face of Indian telecom. From its inception, Jio has been a game changer, disrupting the market with its affordable data plans and extensive network coverage. They've brought the power of the internet to millions, fueled innovation, and spurred economic growth. By providing high-speed internet access to even the most remote areas, Jio has empowered countless individuals and businesses to thrive in the digital age. The future of Indian telecom is bright, and Jio will undoubtedly be at the forefront of whatever comes next. With ongoing investments in cutting-edge technology and infrastructure, Jio is poised to lead the charge into a new era of connectivity. Get ready for even faster speeds, even cheaper data, and a whole lot more memes about network issues. As Jio continues to innovate, consumers can expect a seamless and enhanced digital experience, making everyday tasks more efficient and enjoyable. It's going to be a wild ride. The journey ahead promises to be filled with exciting advancements and opportunities, as Jio remains committed to pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of telecommunications.